Okay, so in the last lecture, we have started the actual syllabus of this advanced concrete technology, and some of the part of the syllabus we have covered. So I think we have reached up to the unit number 5 we have covered. So now the unit number 6 of this advanced concrete technology subject is the ready mix design concrete. So where we got this ready mixed concrete, generally the RMC plants are there. Ready mix concrete produces plants are there in the cities. So and through mixers, whatever mixers available in the plant, they are mixing the concrete in the plant, and by loading in the mixer is coming out the site. So the whatever mixer is available, the mixer capacity is a 6 meter cube. So 6 meter cube concrete at a time mixer will carry, and which will be the placed on the concrete. So uh, ready mixed concrete is there. So there are types of plants are there. So where the concrete is mixed or prepared, there are plants are there. So there are many types of plants are there. Then concrete specifications are depends on type or grade of concrete. So there are some specifications of concrete which we have to see in this particular chapter. Then process adopted for central RMC plant. So generally the plants are automatic. It means if 1 meter cube concrete we have to prepare, okay? 1 meter cube concrete we have to prepare. At that time, so this central RMC plant we are talking. So if 1 meter cube concrete we have to prepare, at that time what we have to do, we have to the computer automatic system is there for taking the cement bag, for taking the sand volume, for taking the aggregate volume in the plant. म्हणजे जेवढं काय आपल्याला 1 मीटर क्यूब 2 मीटर क्यूब किंवा 3 मीटर क्यूबचं कॉन्क्रीट बनवायचं आहे, त्याच्यासाठी ऑटोमॅटिक जर आपण नंबर ऑफ बॅग्स किंवा जे काही एकदा इनपुट दिलं कॉम्प्युटरला, की ती कॉम्प्युटर ऑटोमॅटिक तेवढ्या बकेट्स तेवढ्या व्हॉल्यूमचं ऍग्रिगेट सँड आणि सिमेंट कंझ्युम करताय, नाही तर ऑटोमॅटिक बेल्टनं प्लांट मध्ये मिक्स करताय. So this such automatic RMC plants are there, and generally nowadays in major cities, the concrete is taken from the RMC plant. So in Pandharpur also there are two RMC plants are there. So many of the now sites are taking the concrete from RMC plants. So the very important now RMC plant, because on site there is no making the concrete. Only you have to order the concrete on the whatever concrete we have done on site, and for that concrete will be came from nearby RMC plant on your site. So then distribution of transport, next point in this particular distribution of transport, code recommendation and quality control. So distribution and transport. So as I discussed or told about the distribution by the RMC concrete mixer. So have you seen the RMC concrete mixer, which is placing or distributing the concrete on site? Have you seen? Maybe you have seen these concrete mixers which are transporting the concrete on the site. So distribution and transport. So the capacity of, as I told you, capacity of the mixer is a 6 meter cube. It means at a time 6 meter cube concrete will be transported on the site for the as per the requirement of by 6 meter volume of this particular mixer. So this is the distribution and transport. Then code recommendation. So as I discussed for the mix design, there are some code are there, and by using these codes we are taking the we are mixing the concrete. And quality control also. So while transferring the concrete on site, on site, at that time the quality is maintained by the mixer, which is rotating continuously from the location of the RMC plant to the location of site. Which is site RMC प्लांट मधून कॉन्क्रीट मिक्सर निघाल्यापासून जो साईट पर्यंत जाऊपर्यंत जे काय कॉन्क्रीट त्या मिक्सर मध्ये आहे ते कंटिन्युअसली मिक्सर रोटेट होत राहतो. इट मीन्स द कॉन्क्रीट इज नॉट सेट ऑन दिस पर्टिक्युलर मिक्सर till we cannot place on the site. So that the quality control is there and we can maintain the quality. And while mixing the concrete in plant also, आपण जेव्हा प्लांट वरती जेव्हा कॉन्क्रीट मिक्स करतोय त्यावेळी सुद्धा खूप क्वालिटी मेंटेन होते. सो जनरली ऑन साइट व्हॉट हॅपन, आपण लेबर लावलेले असतात, काही लेबर सिमेंटचं पोतं तेवढं बरोबर पडतं, बाकी खडी काय कमी पडते जास्त पडते, वाळू पण कमी जास्त पडते, त्यामुळे क्वालिटी मेंटेन राहत नाही व्हेन वी आर mixing the concrete on site. But if we mix the concrete on the in the RMC plant, at that time by volumetric automatic control is there on the whatever on the plant. So the concrete is mixed in good quality, control is there. So this is the unit number 6. Then next is the unit number 7. The unit number 7 is a mixed design, as I discussed in the morning lecture. So mixed design, generally as we discuss, there are various am I audible? Okay, so so mixed design, we are talking about the mixed design. As in the morning lecture we have discussed, so there are various grades of concrete. So M10, M15, M20, M25, M30, 35, 40, 50. So likewise, whatever grades of concrete, for their grades of concrete we have to prepare a mixed design. So mixed design means what? M15 or M20, it means what? M20, it means M is a mix and 20 is the 20 Newton per mm square strength after 28 days curing of the that concrete. That will be it will come 20 Newton per mm square. So mixed design, so it means we have to make a concrete like that, the 20 Newton per mm square strength we have to get, 25 Newton per mm square strength we have to get. So for that, how much proportion of concrete we have to proportion of material we have to use, so that we have to take in the volumetric by the volumetric. Yes. Okay, so what we have to consider in while mixed design? So the review of method and philosophies. So there are IS codes are there, IS 456 you have used in DCS 1, DCS 2, IS 456. So this IS code we have to use. Some philosophies related to mixed designs are there that we have to consider, that we will see while designing this or mixing the various grades of concrete. Then mixed design for special purpose. So special purpose, as I told you in the morning, if we go more than 25 grade, M25 grade, then we have to use mixed design. Not we cannot use the proportion, as we have discussed. For M10 1:3:6, for M15 1:2:4, for M20 1:1.5:3, and for M25 1:1:2. So these are the proportions for these 4 grades. But if we go for the M30 mixed design, M35 mixed design, M40 mixed design, then we have to use this mixed design only. So how to mix the design? So as I discussed, we have to uh, if theory examination will be there, there will be the 8 to 10 marks example mixed design problem will be there, and that problem you have to solve in the examination. Okay, so we will solve this problem in this particular unit, and we can prepare a high grade concrete. Then variability of results. The variability of results, it means the various grades of concrete we can design by testing the materials which are available on the site. So how much water absorption of the aggregate, how much water absorption of sand, then specific gravity of sand. So these parameters of sand and aggregate required while mixing the any type, any grade of the concrete. So this is the unit number 7 is based on the mixed design. The next unit is the unit number 8. So unit number 8 is a quality concept. So in that, what we have to learn in this particular unit? So definition, principle, and standards, then quality control in the concrete construction, tools for the quality management. So here quality we have to see, the quality of concrete. So generally what happen, we are making the concrete, but some specifications or principles or some standard we have to follow. See, as per BIS, the BIS is telling that you have to make the concrete at a 27 degrees Celsius. 27 डिग्री सेल्सियसला कॉन्क्रीट तयार करा म्हणते, पण 27 डिग्री सेल्सियसला कॉन्क्रीट तयार आपण करू शकतो का वो फील्ड वरती? नो, देर मे बी temperature is low or high. If for that we have to make AC, so it is possible make AC in the availability of AC in the on site? No. So then the concrete will be better. So site conditions are very we can say there are एकसारखं साईटची कंडिशन किंवा टेम्परेचर असेल असं आपण सांगू शकत नाही. सो देर विल बी अ principle and standards we have to follow. So what are these principle and standards related to quality concept that we will see in this particular chapter? Then quality control in a concrete construction. So while concreting, what quality control we have to think? So that again, some of the factors affecting the concrete, how to place the concrete, how to make the concrete, how to transport the concrete, how to vibrate the concrete or compact the concrete. So there are that process we have to follow as a quality control. And there are so many tools for the quality management that also we will see in this particular chapter related to this. 8 number chapter is related to what? The quality management of the concrete. So this subject is advanced concrete technology. So it means this is only related to concrete. What types of concrete we have to use as per the condition, where we can ready mix design concrete, mix design, or quality of concrete. So all the points comes under unit by units here. And the last unit is the unit number 9. The last unit is unit number 9 is the repairs and rehabilitation. Repairs and rehabilitation. So that what repairs and rehabilitation we have discussed in the morning also, as one of the outcome we have seen repairs and rehabilitation. See, if we prepare the concrete, it means the concrete will be damaged after some days or some years. So there may be some repairs also we have to do for this concrete. So then and then we can maintain the quality of concrete. Okay, so what we have to learn in this particular chapter? So we have to learn the visual inspection of concrete structure. See, any building is there, so there may be columns are there, beams are there, RCC slab is there. So these are the concrete elements. So visual inspection of concrete structure, whether the columns have distress, it means some cracks are available to the column, some beams are distressed, so RCC slab still exposed due to water seepage in the slab. So likewise, some visual inspection, visually we have to see the concrete on this side. So that is part of the repair. Then distress in the concrete, as I told you. Distress, while distress due to slab load, there may be a beam was bent, or some due to bending, some signs of cracks are there shown. So such distress in the concrete. The non-destructive test. So what non-destructive test we have to perform on the concrete? So there are some equipments or tests are there. Rebound hammer test is there. Then ultrasonic pulse velocity test is there. Then if we have to check the quality of steel, then half cell potential meter is there. If we have to by disturbing the structure, if we have to take test the concrete compressive strength of the concrete, then we have to take the core of column or beam, and then that core we have to test out the compressive testing machine. So such destructive and non-destructive test we have to perform of the concrete for the repairs and rehabilitation of the concrete. Then crack repair techniques. So there are so many techniques of repairing the cracks. So some insulations are there that we are inserting in the crack. म्हणजे आपण तुम्हाला हे पाहिलं असेल तुम्ही बघा, आपण एखादी वस्तू आपल्याला चिटकवायची असेल तर आपण फेविक्विक घेतो आणि फेविक्विकनी काय करतो, जिथं गॅप असेल किंवा जिथं एकावर एक वस्तू चिटकवायची असेल तर तिथं फेविक्विक लावून ते एकमेकाला चिटकवतो. सो लाईक वे some cracks in concretes are available, so that cracks we can repair by inserting some chemicals. So that is the crack repair technique. Then damages assessment procedure is there. Then deterioration causes and prevention is there. So deterioration of structure will be there. म्हणजे एखाद्या वस्तूला 2 वर्ष 4 वर्ष 10 वर्ष 20 वर्ष झाली म्हणजे त्याचं डिटोरेशन झीज होणारच आहे. And for that the reasons are there why any structure or anything will be deteriorate. Why? So their causes are there. So how to deterioration, we have to prevent, we can prevent the deterioration. आता स्टीलचं corrosion आहे, स्टीलला corrosion होणार. How we can protect the corrosion of steel? Who will tell me how we can protect the corrosion of steel? So if steel is a corroded, so how prevent the corrosion? Corrosion झालं की त्याचं डिटोरेशन होणार आहे, झीज होणार आहे त्या स्टीलची. So when how to prevent this corrosion? So by, okay, I got one answer, by painting. So by painting we can by painting we can prevent the corrosion of the steel. So like way some prevention techniques are there to deteriorate the any structure. And then strengthening techniques. If major cracks are available to the beam, if major cracks are available to the column, then how we can strengthen this particular column or particular beam? So there are techniques are there. FRP jacketing technique is there. Then other some FRP techniques are there by using some highly chemicals which we are getting the strength of this particular element, beam or column. So we can strengthen whatever cracks developed, whatever exposure of steel is there, so that we can strengthen by using some various techniques. So that techniques, strengthening technique also we will see in this particular chapter, and by using this we can repair and rehabilitate the our concrete structures. Okay, So these are the 9 chapters are there, and we will see totally theoretically is there. We have to know the just idea related to how to make concrete, what are the procedures. So only mixed design problem we have to solve in the unit number 7. Okay, so this is the syllabus of this advanced concrete technology. So now some practicals are there, but that practicals we have covered in the concrete technology also. So here the internal continuous assessment is there. It shall consist of following experiments. If you see here, so experiments are there. Okay, so the experiment number 1 is test on fresh concrete workability test. So workability test we have performed in the concrete technology also. So there is a instrument related to workability. So that workability test we have to perform on the fresh concrete. That is the first experiment. So workability, it means what? So as in the morning we have discussed. So workability is depend on what? It is depend on the water cement ratio. So how much the workable concrete is depends on the whatever slum we can take, whatever slum we will get, on that we can decide the workability of concrete. So this is the test number 1, the experiment number 1 we have to perform. Then second experiment is a hardened concrete strength test and compression test. It means we have to design the mixed design of concrete, and for that we have to prepare a cube of that particular grade of concrete. It may be M20 or M25, and the CTM compression testing machine is there. For this compression testing machine, we have to prepare, we have to take the test of that, we have to take the strength of that concrete on the compression testing machine, and that compression testing machine is available in our laboratory. So in the second experiment, what we have to do, we have to make the concrete cube or concrete beam, and that concrete beam or concrete cube we have to test on the CTM or FTM, compression testing machine or flexural testing machine. Then then the strength of concrete we will get. Then third experiment we have to see, that is the effect of additives in the concrete. Effects of additives in the concrete. So effects on the workability and strength concrete. So additives. So what additives we have to use? As I told you, the effect of on workability. So we have to use the admixtures. We have to use the admixtures. So maintain, if we have to reduce the water cement ratio, then we have to use the admixtures. If we use the admixtures, then about to 20% water cement ratio we can decrease. म्हणजे जर 20% आपण पाण्याचं प्रमाण कमी करू शकतो जर आपण admixtures यूज केले कॉन्क्रीट मध्ये, and we will get the strength of concrete. Are you getting? जर आपण admixtures कॉन्क्रीट मध्ये यूज केले फॉर द सेटिंग पर्पज, then we can reduce the water cement ratio. म्हणजे 20% पाणी आपण रिड्यूस करू शकतो की त्याच्यामुळे आपल्याला we will get the maximum strength of the concrete and the workability we can maintain. The next experiment is effect of admixture in concrete. Effect of admixture in concrete and effect on workability and strength of concrete. So same, sorry, the third number is effect of additives. It means we can add the fly ash, we can add the rice husk, we can add the silica plume for replacement of the cement. So that is the third number. And fourth number is effect of admixtures. म्हणजे मी जे अगोदर सांगितलं ऍडमिक्चरचं ते त्याच्यामध्ये तुम्ही काय ऍड करणार होता, फ्लाय ऍश किंवा सिलिका फ्ल्यूम किंवा राईस हस्क, म्हणजे कोणतेही पावडर टाईप जे आपण बघितलं युनिट नंबर आय थिंक 2, in unit number 2, whatever the additives we have seen in unit number 2, out of these additive we can add these additives in the concrete and we can calculate the strength. Similarly, in the experiment number 4, we can add the admixtures and maintain the workability of concrete and achieve the high strength, good strength of the concrete. Then number 5 experiment is, so number 5 experiment is a mixed design for high performance concrete experimentally. म्हणजे we can design the mixed design, we can mix design by manually, and same mixed design whatever proportions is there, cement consumption, sand consumption, aggregate consumption, and for that sand cement aggregate we can take, we can perform the experiment. म्हणजे किती सिमेंट लागते, किती खडी लागते, किती वाळू लागते, ह्याच्यावरून आपण एक्सपेरिमेंट परफॉर्म करू शकतो. सो दिस इज द मिक्स डिझाइन फॉर हाय परफॉर्मन्स कॉन्क्रीट एक्सपेरिमेंट. Then non-destructive testing on the concrete. Next experiment is the non-destructive test on the concrete. These all tests you have performed in the concrete technology also, but in as per our syllabus, this is also we have to perform. So non-destructive test on concrete, as I told you, rebound hammer and then ultrasonic pulse velocity test. So the rebound hammer is available in our laboratory. By using this rebound hammer, we can perform the test. We can perform this rebound hammer and we can calculate the compressive strength of concrete of existing structure. एखादी बिल्डिंग आहे, कॉलम आहे, स्लॅब आहे, बीम आहे, M25 ग्रेडचं कॉन्क्रीट आपण डिझाईन केलं होतं, पण नाव आता त्याची स्ट्रेंथ किती आहे, so that we will get from this rebound hammer test. Then ultrasonic pulse velocity test. So this ultrasonic pulse velocity test is also perform the quality of the concrete. कॉन्क्रीट मध्ये क्रॅक गेलेले आहेत की नाहीत, किंवा कॉन्क्रीट मध्ये जरी क्रॅक गेले असतील तरी, किंवा how much dense concrete is there, so that we can perform by using this ultrasonic pulse velocity test. So these are the experiments we have to conduct in the laboratory. So this is the syllabus and practical syllabus we have seen here. Now you can see textbooks required or reference books required. So textbooks are for this our subject is a concrete technology. The name of subject is a concrete technology theory and practices by MS Sethi. So I think you better know about these MS Sethi books. So this is the one of the best book for this subject. And then concrete mix design by N Krishna Raju. This is for the mixed design book is available. So all these syllabus you will get from this in this particular book. Then reference books are available. So reference books are high performance concrete by PC Atkin is there. Then concrete technology by AR Santa Kumar is there. Then concrete technology by Nevili. This book is then advanced concrete technology book is available, and the concrete by this author. So these 4-5 reference books are also you can use for this our subject. So these are the textbooks and reference books we can use for our use for this subject. So this is the syllabus, then practical theory syllabus, practical syllabus, textbooks and reference books we have seen for this particular subject.